Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, then make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure that notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Firstly, I have no hair. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm so over the moon with it. The bleach blonde thing was like okay for a little while, but my best friend's mum is a hairdresser and she does my hair, suggested that this would look a whole lot more natural and that she knew that I'd love it, and she was correct. I absolutely love it. I just think it suits me so much more, and yeah, I'm completely in love with it. So yeah, that is my new hair. Anyways, for today's video, we have such an exciting one because we are going to be testing a brand new palette by Beauty Bay. Now, I would have had this up over the weekend, but I do have a vlog going up soon, I think, that explains that I basically have family over, or had family over the whole entire weekend, so I had zero time to film, so that is why this video is going up a little bit later than I initially planned, but I hope you still enjoy it anyway. So of course I'm talking about the new Wilderness palette. This is what it looks like. Quick side note and disclaimer, Beauty Bay actually sent this to me, which is crazy. I'm actually part of their like affiliate program, and they'll email out affiliates asking if they want to test out the new products that I've launched. So of course I said yes. So this was completely gifted to me, but obviously all opinions and stuff are my own. So this is the packaging for the new palette. I love Beauty Bay palettes. I've bought all of the previous ones myself and I freaking love them. They are such good quality. Book of Magic is always going to be my favourite, and I'm so gutted that it was limited edition. This one I feel like could be a second favourite, but I'll leave that to you to decide what you think of the colour story. So this is what the palette looks like. So looking at the packaging, you can kind of tell what sort of colour story this is going to be. Also, this retails for £15, but they do have a code at the moment which is BB15 to get you 15% off. So if you want to save some money, you can use that code. And this is what the palette looks like. Oh my goodness, how stunning is this? Like all the blues, all the greens, the like murky greens, and then you've got this beautiful row of like reds all down the bottom. Like, oh my god, it is so beautiful. There's so many looks that you could create with this. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do today, but I'm really excited to test it out. Yeah, it just looks absolutely stunning. I'm just looking on the back here, and this is cruelty-free and vegan, if you're wondering, which is amazing. And yeah, I'm so excited to try this. So firstly, let's get into the swatches. Okay, so these are 3 of the rows, and oh my goodness, this is just crazy. Like, the shimmers in here are phenomenal. I'm not even joking. Like, these ones, they feel so super creamy and soft to touch. They're almost like putty like. I'm actually in shock. I cannot wait to use this. It is absolutely stunning. So let's see how the bottom row swatches. And this is the last row. So you have 3 reddy shades. You actually have a red shimmer, and they have a brown and orange. I think these shades go really well with the rest of the palette. Wasn't sure with red at first, but I'm definitely going to try and incorporate that in today's look. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, we're going to do a super fun, colourful look today, so let's get into it. The first shade I'm going to take is this one here, which is called Twilight. And I'm going to put that and just tuck that right at the very start of my lid. I don't want to take it up too high because I do obviously want to blend this out. So I'm just carefully placing it. I'm just taking it right to the middle of my lid, I'd say. And then for some green, I'm going to add the shade Ivy. Where is it? This one here. I wanted to put the 2 dark colours together because I need the light blue to blend out, and this shade will work well. And then for my outer corner, I'm just going to add some of this, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, but this green shade here. And I'm just going to add some of that on the outer corner, just so there's something a bit different and it's not always the same shade. I'm going to start trying to blend out this blue, so I'm going to take the shade Sky in the palette, which is here. Hopefully this works. I mean, it is quite a shade difference. I'm going to take a little bit of Twilight on a fluffy brush and start blending that. Okay, so these are what they're looking like. Obviously it's not perfection, but it's as best as I could do. Plus when I put the cut crease on, you won't be able to see much of it anyway. So now I'm going to take the shade Forest, which is this green here. And I'm just going to take this on a small fluffy brush. And I'm just going to start buffing that at the very top of that green, but like not all the way, because I'm going to use another shade to blend it out. Okay, then lastly I'm going to take the shade Mint in the palette, which is this one here, and I'm going to use that to blend just above where I put that forehead shade. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and blended all of those colours together because obviously it was a bit mismatchy, but now I'm happy with the blend. I'm now going to hop off camera. I'm going to put half cut creases on both eyes and then I'll be right back. Okay, so these are quite possibly the worst cut creases I've ever done in my life. Like, where the hell was I going with this? I don't know. So now we're going to just put a lovely shimmer on to disguise all of that. Which one do I go for? Because we have a nice selection of like green shimmers. We have a light green one here, blue, more greens, a like gold green, a like bronzy shade, and like a red. So I just don't know which one to go for. So I'm gonna go for the shade Lime, which is this one here, and look at that. Like it's insane. Like what on earth? And this is aftermath of trying to do a cut crease. And the question is now, what's going to be the best tool to apply this? I might just start with my finger, where it's such a putty like product. I think it is going to apply better with my finger. Okay, so this is that Lime shade, and do you see that? Because this is such a beautiful shade. I can't deal. Okay, then I'm going to take the green shimmer called Moss, and I'm just going to take that on the other side. By the way, that was a P. Louise 7072 brush. That was just kind of like the best thing I could find that was going to work with these shades, because they're so putty like. It's very hard to get them on the brush. Okay, so those are the lids done. Now for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to take the shade Raw, which is this red down here. Very interesting colour combination, but I rate it, I rate it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Poppy, which is the red next to it, and I'm just going to blend that just underneath. So the last step is the inner corners and brow bone. So I'm gonna take, I think, this light green here, which I think is called Ray. What does that say? Yeah, Ray. Go on, Alex. Yes, I'm just gonna take that on a little blush, a little brush, and place it there. Okay guys, so that is my completed look. I'm now going to hop off camera. I'm going to put some really dramatic lashes on, mascara, lips, and then I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I'm back and this is my completed look. I'm so obsessed with this, I can't even tell you. I'm living for this look. So, to finish off my eyes, I use my Tarte lashes in the style TL6 and I also use my Essence Lash Princess mascara. Look how that automatically autofocuses, that is amazing. And then my lips, it's a little bit of a combination. The Morphe lip liner in the shade Bite Me. I love this lip liner. You'll be seeing this in my July favourites because I'm obsessed with this. My actual lip colour is the Bratz. I think this is the Chloe lip crayon. It's quite a pinky nude, so I kind of just like merge them together. And then I had to put some gloss on. We're going so dramatic today. I had to put gloss on. This is one of the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs in the shade Fenty Glow. Look at that. And I just think it finishes it off. And yeah, I love this look. So just to show you a bit of a close-up, this is my eye look all done. I can't even speak. Like, I actually love this so much. So let's finally sit down and talk about the Wilderness palette. So firstly, I love the colour story of this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love that they've done blues and greens again, but they've added this warm row down here with reds, browns and oranges. Never thought a red would necessarily go with a green and a blue, but I think it ties in with the look perfectly today and I'm obsessed. So good job, Beauty Babe, because this colour story is just everything and I love it. You've got a really nice ratio of shimmers and mattes in here, which is what we love to see on this channel. You know how I feel about too many shimmers, but I feel like you have just the right amount. You also have a neutral shimmer in here, which is great. You have warm tones in here, you have cool tones. I love this colour story. You have so many different greens in here, which is good because where this is like the Wilderness palette and the packaging's green, you automatically think there's going to be greens in here, and there's loads of them, so that's amazing. But you also have a couple of blues and other shades in here, so safe to say the colour story is absolutely banging and I love it. I love the formula of these. I think the mattes were super pigmented. Obviously once I went over that pastel I did lose a little bit of it, so that's why I made sure I went back and blended them again, but they blended so easily. The shimmer, need I say anything? Like, the shimmer is just absolutely beautiful, applied really nicely. Just make sure you use like a synthetic flat brush, otherwise those shades are just not going to cling to brushes. They do apply a little bit better with your finger, but I managed to make it work with a brush. And overall, I absolutely love this palette. Beauty Bay just know how to do eyeshadow palettes. I'm gutted because I think most of their palettes are limited edition. This one could be limited edition, so if you want to get your hands on it, definitely pick it up like right now. Like, this is so beautiful, definitely such a nice unique colour story, and I feel like you do need this in your collection. So yeah, this palette gets a thumbs up from me. I highly recommend it. I would love to know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. The only like one negative thing I can say about this palette is there's a little bit of fallout, but just make sure you do your eye makeup before you do your face makeup, and that's it. So I'm going to round this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Of course, let me know your opinions down below in the comments, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!